Okay, I just got a text from Larry. We're not going to wherever we were going to go today. Something came up as usual. No big deal. So I can get to work on doing my leather thing. I actually worked on my leather last night. I got to work on doing that. I'm gonna make that leather case for it. I had to do the wet mold. If I didn't do the wet mold, it wouldn't work for it. So I'm just tired of something bumping in the pocket. So I'll go to McDonald's. I don't think I'm gonna be going for too far today. I think it's gonna rain. I don't want to be out here in the rain. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to McDonald's, drink my cup of coffee, think about some scripture. I don't know what I think about it. Maybe I'll even listen to some stuff on there. And the wet mold is almost completely dry. It should be dry when I get home. So I checked it this morning. The wet mold is almost dry, not completely. It's a little teeny bit wet. I almost should work on it when it's wet, but so yeah. So I gotta melt wax today to wax the thread with. I had to go pull out all my leather stuff, my needles and all that stuff, and I didn't have any cord, so those little white strings that you see in 550 paracord, if you look closely, they're pretty small enough, but you can't just go and thread a needle and thread it through your leather because it won't work that well. You need to wax that thread, because if you don't, you try to sew that leather with it, it's just gonna curl up on you, so you gotta wax that. So I bought some paraffin wax. I'll melt that today. I'll get that wax thread made up. That'll give me a little extra time to let the leather wet mold dry. I mean, it's dry enough where I could use it, but yeah, so I'll be doing some projects at home. I might show little bits and pieces of me doing that. It's a perfect day to do it today too, because today the weather is just horrible. So I'll probably do that for certain. Then I'm gonna work on putting those audios together for the passages, and I want to go in and rename those audios from John MacArthur. I also want to get a bigger micro SD card for my phone, because 32 gigs won't cover much. It will, but it won't. So I got a laundry load of stuff I want to do today. By the way, today is October 6th, and so yeah, there's a lot of stuff I need to get done today. I'm gonna melt that paraffin wax and wax those cords. So yeah, I got quite a few projects. I'm gonna go over to McDonald's for now. I'll check in a little bit later. I want to get a couple more vlogs in before I go home. It's starting to rain. I got me some little Ziploc bags, because the audio recorder is not gonna do good in the rain. I don't want it to get rained on, so I'm probably going to strip it down over here across the bridge, because I don't want it to get all wet and ruined. That's my little downside. So just going to go over here and do a little bit of thinking, and then I'm going to get going home. So yeah, I'm going to do that a little bit. So I'm probably going to pull out that Ziploc bag and put my audio recorder away, because personally I don't want it getting all wet. I might very well do another time warp. I have not yet to put together another time warp, but I think I'm going to, because, you know, I'd like to get some of the rain on recording, so I might do a time warp from across the bridge over to Safeway and then home, because I got to go to Safeway before I go home. So yeah, I think I'll be doing that. I love doing the time warps. They're actually pretty fun to do. Today would be a good day. The sun won't glare in my face to do it. I'll put on boost stabilization for that one, because if you don't put on boost stabilization, it doesn't do good. So yeah, this is good stabilization, you know, and it's twice as good as the Camp Park V40 stabilization. Oh, and speaking of that, I'm gonna can doing the idea of doing 6 months review of the Camp Park V40. I learned my lesson about those going cheap. You buy cheap, you get cheap. The image quality right now, if I did the Camp Park V40 right now in 1080, it would be horrible. The image quality would suck. So I'll do my meditation, head over to Safeway, I'll do a time warp to that spot, and then time warp it all the way home. So I'm out. Just want to show you my project so far on this leather project here. This is the project so far. I had to wet mold it with this. I made this so I could fit it. I shaped it with the audio recorder, and I Dremel sanded it smooth, and then I wet formed it. So you can see it takes overnight to dry. Still a teeny bit damp, but that's okay. It's pretty much dry. And I needed a back part for the back, for the loop. So I need the loop to do that. And then I needed needles. You need thread, but you can't use just any thread. You want to use wax thread, like this. I made it today. You want to use the 550 paracord. There's 7 threads in there, so it'll give you more than enough thread to use. Another thing you're gonna need. Hole puncher. It's a hole puncher. I'm going to use that. Now for the audio recorder, I got to make cuts to where the on and off button is going to go. I need the screen as well, to where I can see what the timer is. So I'm going to have to do some cutting out of here and stuff like that. Cut out a few things. But this is my project so far, and I made it. I used the wax thread. By the way, I made it with paraffin wax. I boiled it in here. Well, double boiling in a jar. I threw away the jar because it's a throwaway jar. So yeah, that's my progress so far on the leather thing. I'll be done soon. Okay, we're done. We are done with this project here. We are totally done. It is completed. It is all done. I tried my best. I did what I could. And it took me some time, and the main reason I wanted to do this is so that way when I hold it on my side, it will not be bumping when I'm walking. It'll be on the side and it won't be moving around. The buttons won't get pushed. So yeah, now all I gotta do is I'm gonna put a coat of neat foot oil on it. Maybe. Probably not right now though. But like I said, this ain't my first time I've done a leather project, so it's done though. It's completely done. Oh, by the way, this could actually very well work for a if you were going to do a knife sheath, you could wet mold it like that. But I was tired of it, bouncing back and forth on me. It was driving me up the walls. It was just pissing me off. It would stop recording because it would hit something in my pocket, something would bump against it and it'd be ruined. So at least with this, I can put it on my side. Let me flip it over real fast. I can flip it over on my side, and this is where the belt loop will go. I can put my belt loop in there, and yeah, that's all I gotta do, and that's as simple as that. So it won't be in the way, it won't be intruding, but I wanted to get out of the way. I was just tired of it bumping me all the time. So I'm done. And what you're seeing out there is actual fog. I gotta go and pay Bill. I gotta go help Kelvin today. I actually had the sheath made up and already, and I put it on me. And so I gotta make the windproof her. I actually got some clips too. believe it or not. Right here. So I got a clip, a little microphone. I don't want to touch it. If you touch it, it makes a noise. But I got some stuff given, So now all I got to do is get this ready. I got to go across the bridge to Super One before I go to Kilvin's and get stuff done there first before I go anywhere. And after all that, then I'll be on my way. But yeah, today is October 7th, and this is GoPro video number 19. I forgot to mention that, but anyways, yeah, look at that fog. Look at that fog. It's not the greatest situation for doing vlogging. There's no point in phrasing it towards the fog. It's just take my word for it, it's ugly. You ain't gonna like it. I ain't gonna like it. We're not gonna like it. There's no point to it. There's no point to doing that. So I gotta go help Kelvin today. Hopefully it doesn't take forever because I got a few things I gotta get done. But I know it's gonna take longer than I know to take. I'll probably be there until 11. And, anyways, I'm gonna head across the bridge real fast. So I might see Larry, but I can't stop and talk. I'll stop and talk for like maybe 4 or 5 minutes. Because I told Kelvin I'd be there about 9:30, 10. Somewhere in that area. My wife wants yogurt pretzels, and oh yeah, by the way, I am using the leather case I made for the audio recorder. It's nice because it's not being bumped by something in my pocket that pushes that button. The only annoying part about that one is I had to wet mold it. I wish I'd used double shoulder leather, even a single shoulder. I wish I'd used double shoulder leather though. That would have made it really stiff and hard. That would have gave me a nice stiff piece of leather. But anyways, my hands are freezing cold. I might do another vlog while I'm walking across the bridge. I mean, another clip of my videos here. I got quite a bit to edit up though, so I might not be doing much recording for now. I got a bunch of videos to sync up and stuff. And I got my 1 week video. I'm contemplating if I should put the Drive to Deer Park up or not. We'll see. It's foggy out today. Very foggy, as I said before. But I just want to do a little, sidebar here about certain people, and I've talked about some people think I had the spirit of bitterness, and well, I don't. Mitch said I had some bitterness, and I don't. He said he sensed it, and I'm like, that's because you're a sensationist, and you believe in that new revelation stuff, and I don't. That's a dangerous spot to be in. It has to be confirmed by Scripture. For me to believe it, it has to be confirmed by Scripture. I'm not going to believe it just because, well, I can sense it on you. How do you know? You don't know. You don't know. So don't say stuff like this. This all boils down to bad hermeneutics, folks. It's what it boils down to. This is one of the reasons I never joined up with Mitch's church and left real life, even though real life was... It's not a bad church. I'll say that right off the bat. But there's no power there. It's dead. If Jared leaves that church, or if something happened to Jared, more than half that church would be gone. There's no way Brian Monk would be able to hold down the fort, or some other elder would be able to hold down the fort. If Jared died, I think that church would be dead. Paul Washer's talking about if you hang around unbelievers all the time, you don't. It proves that you are an unbeliever, and that's true. Don't know how biblical that statement is, but bad character does corrupt good morals, as it talks about in 1 Corinthians. So, but that statement, some of the things like that, it's like, I want to say yes, but then I say no. Because we got to be careful about who we smash. Now, I'm not disagreeing with Paul Washer, but I don't agree with that statement of his. And it's like, you're hanging on unbelievers all the time, that means you're a non-Christian. No, I don't know. I don't think so. I just don't agree with it. Nothing against Paul Washer, but my criticism to him is I don't believe that to be true. Maybe he's hanging around those unbelievers to convert them. Maybe he's trying to preach to them. I don't get that statement. I don't understand it. I don't really agree with that statement. And no, I don't hang around unbelievers all the time. In fact, I'd rather not. Like the old boys, Larry's not a Christian. He's a Catholic. Bill's not a Christian. I've heard him blaspheme God's name countless times. It's one of the reasons I quit hanging with him. Eldon's not a Christian. He's a Mormon. He's teaching heresy. He doesn't even realize it. So, what do I do with that statement? Do I accept it? I go, yeah, I like that statement. No, I don't hate that statement of Paul Washer's, but I have some disagreements with it. So, I don't know. There's no way this GoPro's gonna overheat today, I'll tell you that much. We're down to 84% on my battery. And I wish people would hurry up so I can get across the street. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna not vlog much today. I gotta find my gloves, you know. If I'm gonna vlog more, I'm gonna have to put on my gloves. I might be doing a lot more inside vlogging than I would like to, but that's what I'm gonna have to do. So, you know, just how it goes sometimes. So, I gotta go over there now to cross the bridge. And I think I'm gonna not vlog for a little bit because my hands are getting cold. I'm heading home now. Tammy needs me to get home. Sometimes I can't take the annoyance of hurry home, hurry now, fast, you know. Sometimes she can get very pushy. Sometimes it irritates me. I'm busy doing stuff and she wants to get in the shower and she thinks that somebody's gonna steal her stuff, and I don't think so because nobody has ever stolen her stuff yet. It kind of irritates me a little bit sometimes because I can't ever get anything done because Tammy keeps badgering away on me about, oh, somebody's gonna steal our packages or something stupid. Kind of irritates me. I'm busy doing stuff. I need to get stuff done. I don't ever get time to talk to somebody about certain things, and the time I do, my phone goes off, and Tammy's irritating me with this stuff. It's kind of an irritant sometimes. It just kind of irritates me. You know, Joseph's in school. I gotta get stuff done downtown. That's my time where I need to get stuff done. I don't need her badgering me all day long. Just sometimes it irritates me. I mean, I love my wife dearly. I do. I really love her and I care much about her, but sometimes I don't care for the just hurry up, you know, stuff like that. I mean, she's been texting me like crazy, and I'm walking home now. Kelvin likes to talk, and I gotta go back there in a couple of days to put the refrigerator back in there. That was the thing that I was doing. I was helping Kelvin put the refrigerator in the on the outside so it can drain out. I don't know why he's putting it outside though. I can't really figure that out. To why he's actually putting that outside. I don't understand what his purpose is to unthaw it. It's not an old refrigerator. If it was like an old refrigerator from the 50s or 60s, then you'd have to defrost it. But that refrigerator, I don't see the point why he's defrosting it. There doesn't seem to be a point of defrosting those. They defrost on their own. So I'm a little confused on why he's defrosting it. I really don't understand it. Sometimes Kelvin does things I don't understand. Oh well. Anyways, I'm walking home now. So I'm gonna get home and actually I need to start putting my videos together, saying I got the audio recorder on the in the sheet that I made for it. Yeah, so it makes my life a whole lot easier, and it doesn't, and my pockets are more freed up, so I don't have to have a bunch of crap in there. So Well, time to get home. Today is October 8th. I ran into some stray dogs. I don't know whose they are. They're like blondish brown. They're kind of like a blondish brown, almost like brown. Two dogs. One of them's insecure. People, barks at everybody. It doesn't try to bite anybody. But you walk and it barks at you and makes a noise at you. So I don't know what to think. It's kind of odd. A little bit. It's a little bit odd. A little out of place to me. I don't understand it. But yeah. So I've experienced this before. So it's not the end of the world for me. I have experienced this several times where I've seen dogs. They just bark at everybody. So, I don't know. Anyways, I'm off to the library. I gotta go and upload a video to my YouTube channel. It was cold this morning. My hands are freezing cold. Yeah, the sunlight has gotten a lot better than what it was before. It's nice and bright out today. It's that fog. Lately we've been getting fog, so even with that sunlight, my hands are still cold. It's like I'm not vlogging until later on today. I was like, I'm not even gonna try. I also ran into Larry, sat there and chit-chatted with him a little bit at McDonald's, and so I'm thinking I'm gonna buy me a double shoulder piece of leather and some leather tools to make better quality leather. So those are projects for down the road. I'm trying to upload a video to YouTube today, and so it kind of made me a little bit upset. I'll have to cut that, but it's not very fun when you got to deal with that. Yeah, so I'm thinking I'm just gonna strictly stick to, as I had planned before, my personal life. Just put them on external hard drives. So, speaking of that, I'm gonna go home and start doing some video editing, and I increased the bitrate, so I ain't gonna get a lot of recording time. But and I'm done working on doing that 6-month review for the Camp RP40. I'm just, if it's not in high quality sunlight, Camp RP40 sucks. Don't get me wrong. I'll still be doing videos for my personal life, for me and for Joseph or whoever gets their hands on this. So whoever gets their hands on it, that's who it's going to go to. But, I increased the bit rate on this because I want it to be a lot better quality of an image when I get it done. So, yeah, I think these vlogs are going to be personally for me. I'll put out, like, me making walking sticks and stuff like that. But these vlogs are going to be for me, personally, just for me. So, yeah, I'm heading for home. I'm going to go work on my next video for my week and the vlog. I actually got, like, 3 or 4 videos I need to do. I got to get that done. I was trying to play a 5K video on the library's computers, but I know that they use refurbished older computers, so I don't know. Even though I could play 5K videos on my computer, I mean, sometimes the computer shuts it down. But yeah, I'm thinking about getting some, and I'm gonna pull out the micro SD card on the Camp RP40, because what's the point of leaving that in there? Because I'm not gonna be using it. So I'm gonna pull that out of the micro SD card out of the Camp RP40, take all the files off of there, format the SD card, and I stick that SD card into the GoPro 9, so that will be definitely something I want to do. I'll stick that into the GoPro 9, but right now I'm going to get home and work on my biggest project that I have so far, and that is my week. Number 3, I got to get that one all set up and done. But anyway, when it comes all said and done to it, right down to it, from now on I'm just going to make videos for walking sticks and canes and oiling and stuff like that. And personal vlogs are going to be for me and me alone. So I'm just done putting them on there because I partly blame Larry for the kind of conversation we had. And so my vlogs are going to be personally for me. And I thought about putting them as unlisted, but nah. So I'm going to keep them for me, and I'm going to have them as an enjoyment for me. And so I'm going to get home and I'm going to start working on that video, and I'm probably going to have to extract the files off of this. I'm going to pull out the batteries on these because I need them to... Yeah, that's one thing about the GoPro 8, it doesn't last long, but go home and meditate and put together my videos. And I've been busy lately too, but I gotta sync up the audio. So that's the first step, and then I got like 3 videos so far, maybe 4, that I have to put together. That is sync up the audio, and then yeah, so I always do a double export. The first one's a sloppy copy, then the second one. So I'm heading home and I'm done. I was told by Joseph's teacher today he has to go and be evaluated if he has for social skills. They're probably gonna segregate him from the main school. So that means he'll be in an area where he's away from the main group of people because of his hitting issues. They might throw him back in Angie Grant's room. That's kind of what he wants, though. I hate saying it's true. He wants that. It's a disappointment to me, but that's kind of what he wants. He wants to be back in there. So, I don't know. I'd rather him not be in there. I'd rather him be out with the public, you know. But, what am I going to do? There ain't much I can do for that. They're going to segregate him, There ain't nothing I can do about it, so I just thought I'd give you that little tidbit of information. They are going to evaluate him to see if he can be, to see his social whatever. They've done this before to him. Last year they did it to him again. It's pretty much an evaluation of if he's got enough social skills to be, you know. And I'll be the first to admit, Joseph is behind on his speech big time. Eventually he'll pick it up though. Eventually he's gotten a lot better though. Some of his words he doesn't say properly, but eventually over time they'll get it corrected. Why this is happening, 100% reason, I don't know for 100% why it's happening, but it is what it is. And there ain't much I can do about it, but I thought I'd give you a little tidbit of information that he's going to be evaluated next week. So he's going to be evaluated to see if he's got social skills. I don't know. They're probably going to segregate him from the school. He'll probably be segregated. In fact, I'm almost certain of that. That's going to happen. And it's kind of, you know, their way of, you know, making it to where he's not going to be hurting other people. So, I don't know what to think of that, but I've been trying to get him to stop doing that. Hopefully he can get out of that phase. I hope he does, because if not, he's going to be like, it's going to keep him away from the main school. It's kind of good for him and the school, because, you know, I don't want to come back. I don't want to be called to the school saying that Joseph just punched somebody's lights in, or punched his face in, or cold cocked him hard as they could with their fist and just kicked him really hard, you know, or leg dropped him, or kneed him in the gut, or something stupid like that. So it's good, but, you know, it kind of sucks as well. October 9th, heading home. Got done talking with Kelvin. I just finished up my week number 3. I'm gonna get home and I'm gonna finish watching it. Then I'm gonna put it together, start, you know, making my cuts and editing it and putting together subtitles and all that stuff, and getting it all done. I was gonna go sit at the middle school today, but I didn't go there. I didn't want to be around that, so I wasn't around that at all. Come on, Joe. Yeah, it might be sunny outside, but it's not exactly. Come on, Joe, let's leave that silly squirrel there. It wasn't exactly, you know, warm outside. I think I'm gonna put some money. I think if I get enough chance to, after I get the GoPro 9. It was kind of a slow day. I ran into Kelvin. We talked. Did some talking with Kelvin. That was nice to be visiting with Kelvin. So, you know, and a couple of other days ago, I talked to a guy who said that blacks are nothing but commies. What is wrong with people? And he tried to get me to waver about the Bible, saying there's a bunch of contradictions in the Bible. Really? Please explain to me where these supposed contradictions are at. Come on. Please explain to me where exactly these contradictions are supposedly in the Bible. Come on. Please explain to me. Explain to me where they're at. Show me. No. You know, there might look like a few spots where it might look like a contradiction, but if you study it out and listen and do an in-depth study, you'll realize it wasn't a contradiction. It was perfect harmony. Like, for one instance, I'll give an instance of a supposed raving contradiction, which there is not. Like the kings. One king ruled for this long, and then another king ruled while this one was ruling. How can that be? There can't be two kings. Well, if you go and do a study, it was co-regency, meaning a lot of times a king would have their son reign as a co-regency king. So there wasn't really two kings. He just had the authority of a king, but he was not a king. But it was co-reigning, father and son. So those little raving contradictions get cleaned up pretty fast after you study and learn that stuff. In fact, John MacArthur actually taught about that, so that's that. I got one little other thing I was going to talk about. The gate on our place where I live. No longer an issue for me having to go around. Just yesterday, our manager, Jennifer, took the gate off of the door. She took it off the door. She literally removed the gate. I mean, the chain around the gate. So now I can go through the gate. So I'll record that part when we get up there, and I'll record that we can actually go through the gate now. I don't know what made her change her mind on that. I'm happy she changed her mind on that. I am really happy that she changed her mind on that, because that was annoying. So, you know, I'm so happy that she changed her mind on that gate too, because that gate was irritating. A big, huge interference in the way of my, I hated having to go all the way around just so I could get to the place that I wanted to get to because of her gung-ho kind of thinking that, well, people are going to come and go through that way and, you know, whatever. But here's the thing. I think this is the reason she took that gate, that chain around that gate, is that it's a fire hazard. It's right by a fire hydrant. Laws clearly state you can't, you know, block that. If you hinder it, you can get in trouble. You pay a fine. So I'm glad that that's taken care of. I really am. I'm almost home. I'm gonna do one more vlog after this. That is where I show the gate of actually me opening it and closing it. Or maybe I'll let Joseph do it. But I'm just you know, happy that I can do this stuff. So I guess I'm gonna start after I get the next GoPro one. I'm gonna get a couple double shoulders. You know, I thought about making a belt out of 2 pieces of veg tan leather. And the reason being, I want to make out of a 2-piece veg tan leather, 2 9 to 10 ounce piece of leather. The reason being that I want to do that because I need to hold my pants, or I got to get a bullhide belt. I really like leather working. It's a little bit hard to do though, especially if you don't know what you're doing. I need to get an edge beveler. I really want to get an edge beveler. You know, get rid of those edges. Get some tools from the, you know, I'd get them from Weavers, but Weavers doesn't have a good selection of tools, so it'll probably be Tandy's where I get a lot of my tools, because Weavers doesn't have a good selection of tools, so I probably won't buy from there. I might want to buy some double cap rivets for my pocket knife sheath. I think that'll work so much better and easier. So I think I'll get those. Because I find the double cap rivets are much easier to use and they last 20 times longer than thread, and then you gotta redo the thread and it's annoying. And it can be annoying to, you know, when you're threading it, and sometimes you get tangled up a little bit. It's like, ugh. Oh yeah, and if you ever use thread for sewing leather, make sure you use waxed thread. It's not hard to make. You can just melt wax and just, you know, dip the string into the wax and then make sure it's all covered. And you roll it up and then you can use it. And it's going to work 20 times better than non-wax thread. That guy lives where I live. He's always doing stuff. I don't know what he's doing, but he's always doing stuff. I'm going to have Joseph go down there. Go open the gate, Joe. Go on. Open the gate. We're going to show you that it's not locked anymore. See, we walk right through it. Watch out for the poo-poo. Now close it. Close it. Watch out for poo-poo. Watch out for TikTok's poo-poo. Come on, let's go. Alright, let's go. Watch out for the poopy. Landmines everywhere. Dog crap everywhere. Very, ugh, disgusting. Okay, I'm gonna mess with some time warps and slow motion today, as there would be no point in doing any really recording today. So I'm gonna do some slow motion time warp today. If we do laundry, then I'll do laundry. But other than that, I'm not doing much other than that. because it looks like it wants to rain. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to slow motion and time warp today. Yeah, we're doing laundry today. Fun times, I know, fun times. Loads of fun. Yeah, it's a fun time ahead of us. So I gotta make sure of one thing. I had to make sure of something real fast. I had to make sure that it was on 4K because last time it wasn't on 4K, so don't know what the deal was there, but I had to make sure it was on 4K, and I increased the bit rate, and it seems to, I'm assuming it's going to probably increase my file size. And you know, I wonder about the, what's the future going to hold for GoPro, you know? Is it going to be, you know, are they going to eventually move over to like a bigger body, a bigger sensor? Or is it going to be like, you know, I'd like to be like a camera, waterproof and all that stuff, have a bigger sensor and not overheat as quickly. I would really like to see that happen. That would be, to me, that would be feasible. I wouldn't want to become like a camera, but where it doesn't overheat, has no timer of shutdown. Because some cameras, if you use in the video, they only give you 30 minutes for shutdown time. So, yeah, I'd like to see what they would do with that. Who knows what the future may bring with these cameras? Or are they going to just stick small, action cameras? That I don't know yet. So, well, we'll see. I just did a 5-minute video, and the stupid audio recorder clicked off. That pisses me off. It's one of the things that I get irritated with these things. You know, take your hits, I guess, but that really pissed me off. I was like, I just did a 5-minute video. Now it's just going to sit in my external hard drive, taking up space that cannot be part of the actual video. Man, that just pisses me off. That just really pisses me off. Let's put them in there. Let's get open this up first. How did that get in there? Huh. Well, that's useless. Okay, close it. Try to push it with your finger. There you go, remember to do that. Okay? Alright.